Welcome to the Pavilion of Pickleball for the Volley for Hope, presented by Second Harvest. I'm Reese Van Haften, joined alongside by Lee Pop Martin. And if you found out yesterday, if you were listening, Lee was not supposed to be next to me today. Pop, what happened? You were playing and now you're here.
Playing in the round robin, played 5 matches, went 1-4. What can I say? So I get to commentate with you today.
You were telling me you threw him on purpose so you could be here with me.
Reese, I enjoy being with you so much. You know, it's just one of those things. But playing at 4 or 5 level for only the 3rd tournament I've done, and these guys hit it hard. They're good players. I'm looking forward to seeing how these medal rounds go.
Every time you play, you get a little bit of lessons learned playing pickleball. So that was an opportunity for you to grow, and now you get to watch some of the best from this tournament playing. So we got Jake Abernathy and Bryce Worley against Josh Roberts and Reinhard Camp. It should be a good one. We're about to get underway, and we can get started as we actually have some applause. This is going to be incredible. They were actually hitting it between their legs at one point in this one.
Oh, we've got some young guys. Jake and Bryce are 20-year-olds, and I tell you what, they are athletic, and they've got the shots.
Did you play them?
I did play them.
What stands out about them?
How much court coverage they get. You'd hit what you thought was a winner, and they were there, getting it back with good touch, playing the game.
What about Josh and Reinhard? What did they do?
Reinhardt has an amazing serve. You just watch the serve, top spin, and he can take it up a notch, spin it off the line, and it's hard to get a good return on when he wants to do it.
All right, we're getting set up for the opening serve here, so that means it is nothing first serve. Start, as Pop says.
0-0 start. Reinhold with the serve. Watch this. And you see, top spin carries it off the paddle long. This guy busts the serve harder than anybody else in this division.
You were saying he has the best serve here this week.
Definitely. Nice hands by Jake.
You even mentioned that in the Open, that it's amazing how quick they are at everything.
Pickleball is a game of fast hands. Oh, you don't want to leave it up, though. These guys have the power. Did you see that ball was left up about shoulder height? Reinhold did a fly swatter. Boom.
Was it tough because he was on his backhand there?
Yeah, he kept the ball low, a little off balance. Nice deep return of serve. He's up there stable. Can't get it past him.
You don't see much stacking in this.
Well, we've got 4 right-handers, and everybody's got a good backhand, so there's not a ton of stacking. But you do see Josh and Reinhardt. They are stacking off the serve right now.
As I say it, they stacked.
Yes.
But now they're unstacked.
Now they're unstacked. Well, they're where they want to be. They want Josh on the right side.
Left that one up.
That's just saying that Reinhardt is going to be the dominant player. He's going to take those balls in the middle with that forehand. Now there you go. That is the danger of that really hard serve. He floated that a few feet long. Fault.
Wow.
That was a great second shot, loopy deep. Reinhardt should have laid off it. It was going way long.
It's amazing how much quicker they get to the net.
Got to.
In this division.
And you got to get those feet set.
Speaking of which, what kind of division are we playing in here, Pop?
We are playing 4-5 men's doubles, a combined division of the 15 and over and the 50 and over.
Wow. A lot of dinking right now.
Now we got some patience. Yeah, this is good battle, good battle.
They left it a little bit up, and that started the hammer.
Bit up, and the hammer comes, and then the second hammer drops.
You can see it right here.
That's a great rally.
Left up, bam, and here we go. Right in the body. And then you don't say, I'm sorry.
No, no.
That was what you're talking about.
Yeah, I will say when I played Bryce and Jake, Bryce tagged me right in the chin. He was very gracious about it, and it was my fault. I was trying to get out of the way.
Sometimes it's just trying to save yourself at that point.
Now there's a third shot drop that fell a little short into the net. Tough shot.
This is a bronze medal match. Same as the rest of the week. 1 game to 15, win by 2. Ooh.
Nice overhead. Boy, he got back quick on that.
That's that youth.
Yeah. Springy legs.
Uh-huh. He got up for that one.
For me, I'm just going nice shot. It's over my head.
Just a miss hit there.
Yeah, but a pressure shot. He kept it low.
3, 2, 1.
Now we got the 2 up, 2 back.
They're trying to get a lob shot over to them to get to the net. They do.
Now they lobbed him, got him backed off. Now they're lobbing back. Oh, this is a nice rally.
Oh, just out.
Yeah, but Reinhardt hit a ball that was going to go out. If he'd gotten his paddle down, that ball's going long. Split second. Oh, totally unforced.
Mm-hmm.
Tough one by Jake there. Second serve.
Just so quick to the net. You can see the disappointment.
Yeah, but that ball at your feet's a tough one. We got to really soften up on it. Little run going here.
On the attack there from Bryce Worley.
That was set up because Josh got a real short second shot. He invited them in while he's still back, so they had control of that point.
Now Worley's on the serve.
Watch.
Third shot lob, hard to do. It's got to be perfect.
You were saying earlier those lob shots are low percentage shots because they're tough to get up there.
Yes.
Prime example right there.
Yeah.
He left it short and wham.
They're usually just a desperation shot. Sometimes if you got all 4 at the net, the kitchen, you can pop it over their head with deception. Whew, boy, that guy's hits that serve so hard. But there's some errors. There's some errors, you know.
Risk reward with that one.
Yep. Third shot over hit, top of the net. Very quick rally.
You got a lot of crowd here. You can kind of see that behind the advertisement signs over there.
This is good pickleball.
At the net, right down the middle.
All 4 of these guys are from Knoxville, and this is about as good as pickleball gets in Knoxville. Okay, we've got a couple of pros, but these guys they're high level.
The best part is this is the bronze match. Guess what's next?
Yeah,
The
right.
gold match. It gets even better.
Right.
Ah, that barely made it in. That was on the back line and then a miss hit.
Caught the tape. Okay, they're going back to think about it just a little bit. We've got 7-3. The young fellows in black are kind of laying it on them right now. A few less unforced errors, and they are really pounding the ball.
What would your advice be to Josh and Reinhardt?
I think you got to keep them back. You've got to keep them back. They're going to keep pounding it, and so you got to keep them back, get that net position, and play for one more shot. But that's not necessarily their game. Their game's overpowering.
So when you beat somebody who's a little more overpowering than you kind of have to switch it up a little bit and hope things work out for the better. How hard is that to do, though?
It's hard to do. It's hard to find that patience. Got to shoot it there. You got to try to make them hit the ball up, shoot for their feet.
All right, back in action after that 1-minute timeout. There's a great lob shot.
And a great return
Answer.
lob.
Oh, they called out.
It was long. It was long.
That kissed the line.
Yeah, now we've got 4-7-2 coming.
It's crazy how quickly things can change just after one timeout.
It can be a game of streaks.
Got the serve in this
Yes.
time. And it set that up right there.
He got the serve in. He's let up on it just a little bit. He's just shooting for the middle of the court. Rather than trying to win points with it, he's putting it in play.
It still set him up for the point.
It did.
Ryan Hardcamp makes it 7-5, second serve. And
There
an
you
ace.
go. That ball's got so much spin on it. You're not sure if it's going to skip up or if it's going to dive low. That one dove low. He couldn't get under it.
You can win a lot of points quickly with this man serving right here.
You could.
Again,
There you go.
back-to-back aces, and we are knotted up at 7.
He's turning that serve on right now.
Blowing the fingers for good luck, too.
Yeah, drying the hand off. A lot of sweat.
Oh, he should have let it go.
He should have let that go. But it was a great flick.
Like you said earlier in the week, it's reactionary at that point. You're just
At
trying
that
to
point, yeah. You
you're
either, before he hits it, say, I got to let this go.
Mm-hmm.
You can't almost get your paddle out of the way quick enough. I mean, that ball's going 50 miles an hour, and you're 15, 20 feet away.
You got to make a
Do the
decision
numbers.
like that,
Yeah.
yeah.
Third of a second.
Mm-hmm. Like baseball a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
8-7. What a serve. Not a lot of space over there either.
Boy, that was a great service return, though, given
Oh, he tried to go around.
that's the ATP, and he almost had it. Just caught the post. That's a very good offensive shot, but it has to be left open for you.
It was a little too tight.
Get a little replay here and see him try that.
A little
No.
tight, but right off the post.
Yeah,
9-7, second serve now.
and he is still busting that serve. They've swapped sides because we're playing one game to 15, and so you play the first 8 points, first one to 8, and then you swap sides. So Reinhardt is still doing the serve, and he's still crushing them with it.
He
They've
has
gotten 7 in a row here.
And 3 aces while he's serving on this run, and then an error.
Yeah.
Service error. But you won multiple points off that. He had 3
said
aces.
You said it, risk reward.
Yeah.
Okay, so his risk turned into a streak there.
Mm-hmm. Great shot. Going for the lob. Out of bounds.
Yep. That time Josh didn't quite get back and get his feet set. He was falling back when he hit it. Ball goes high.
8-10 first serve. Oh. Oh. Oh, what a shot.
my goodness.
Oh, he's hyped up about
And
that
he is
one.
pumped. I'm telling you, Jake's pumped about that one. That was a good get.
Even
Look at
the
that smile.
opponent is smiling. The opponents are smiling for him. Camp
Yeah,
was clapping his hands. That
That's
was
one of
impressive.
the things about this game. You know, it's a lot of sportsmanship, and you can recognize a good shot.
10-9 first serve now. They're on a 2-0 run. Or 9-10. What a shot. Another one.
Got it on the line.
We are knotted up at 10, and you said these matches are going to be a lot closer today.
I think so, yeah. Bryce really had a nice down the line forehand there.
Backline serve. Oh, unforced error.
Yeah, but he's trying to make something to happen, just like Reinhardt's serve, trying to make something to happen.
So we're at 10-10-2 now. A little long. Switching sides for serves now. Or not switching sides, but switching serves.
We've got one tight match here. 10-10, this is for the bronze.
And Camp is on the serve. Good return.
That return was actually a little bit of desperation. You see how short it was? But it had so much backspin, there wasn't a whole lot that could be done with it because he would have dumped it, Josh would have dumped it in the net if he tried to go for it.
Good return.
Mm-hmm.
Kept them back,
Yes.
and that's the key. So 11-10-2 now. First to 15, win by 2. Ooh, they called out.
Oh, it was wide.
I thought so too.
Pretty much unforced too. Didn't have to do that. Nice deep return. That's what you want to do against a banger.
Left that one up.
Oh, I thought he'd crush it.
They did that one.
They're starting to play a little higher percentage.
I've noticed that. Not as much pace.
Not going for that 110% shot, but that 90% shot.
10-11-2.
Nice
and then
serve.
ace.
Nice serve, yeah.
So now we're tied again.
Pulled him wide, and the ball didn't come up.
Back and forth we go, Pop.
Nice return. Did you see how he had that loop on it? It gives him time to come in and set his feet. And the other guy has to hit it that much harder. That let cord type stuff happens a lot.
The lob shot.
Trying to drive him off the net.
It worked. Oh, and they're disappointed.
That one would have been gone. His partner said no, but too late. Didn't get that paddle down.
Camp on the serve, which we know how good he is.
Oh.
And now he's off the serve.
Boy, you're going to see battle from here on in. It's 11-all.
You say they take more high percentage shots typically when it gets to this point because you're trying to less risk involved. Out.
But you got to let the out balls go. And
that's
that
the
time he
hardest
did.
thing. That's the hardest thing when you're reacting. And
because that ball's high, he wants to crush it.
all right, no points scored there.
We say no blood. You got 2 go-arounds. 2 side outs.
So Josh Roberts on the serve. There it is. Out.
Balance. Got him reaching a little bit.
That's a point. So 12-11 now. First serve. That's one of those moments where you say it's easier to get to the net when you're the returning team.
Absolutely. And you want to take advantage of the rules every time.
12-11-2.
There's that serve, boy.
Good hit. Nice return and out.
I had trouble with that serve today.
I can imagine.
About 3 times he got me. Then I started figuring out what to do, but he got me.
Jake Abernathy.
So a couple of nuances. When you put the ball in play, it's called a rally.
Mm-hmm.
When the serving team wins it, it's called a point. When the receiving team wins it, it's called a side out.
Ah.
2 side outs means the ball swaps over to the other serving team. Okay.
And now we're tied. We've had a lot of ties and lead changes.
Yeah, this is going to be a great finish. Everybody wants it.
Trying to get positioning here, but they can't.
See how they have softened up? Everybody's softened up. Oh, nice.
What a shot. Right
That's
in the body.
a hard backhand overhead. Did you see him flick that wrist to get some pace on it? That was nice.
Tied at 12.
Now we're back to this super serve.
Reinhardt Camp on the serve. He's incredible.
And you better believe he's going to try to give it all he can on that serve. Oh,
did they call it out?
That was in. That was a nice little clap. You see him swapping sides.
Yep.
Yeah.
13-12. Win by 2. What do they call it if you go into overtime, per se? Is there a term for that in pickleball?
Actually, you got me there. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't think it is overtime, or extra innings or whatever.
Yeah. 14-12. Match point. Camp on the serve. Can he ace it? No.
Oh, my goodness. He'd like that one back, I think.
So we go to second serve. They can still win here. It's still match point.
Yep.
Remember, you can always only win on serve.
Now, remember, that last point's hard to get.
We've seen that this week. Oh, that's it. That's game.
That's a nice match there.
15-12. Josh Roberts and Reinhardt Camp take home bronze.
Very well played. Fun to watch.
It was a lot of fun. That was a great game. Celebration with the families and friends over there.
And I think if you look at that one and analyze it, they got so many points on Reinhardt's serve.
His serve was the difference, for sure.
Either aces or setting up for nice third shots.
And as you see here, 15-12, Josh Roberts, Reinhardt Camp taking home the bronze. We'll hear from them after the break. Welcome to the Pavilion of Pickleball for the Volley for Hope, presented by Second Harvest. We've just watched an incredible match. Pop.
Fantastic.
Josh Roberts, Reinhardt Camp, 15-12 win. And Reinhardt, I want to ask you, because that was the difference maker, was your serve. At one point, I think you won 7 straight points when you were serving, and you had 3 aces during that run. What makes your serve such a threat?
Yeah, so hey, first of all, I want to just thank our Lord Jesus Christ. Josh and I prayed for the whole team, for this facility. Lee, thank you for having us, and this was amazing. But as far as my serve, so I'm from Europe, born in Romania, grew up in Germany. I played professional badminton at an early age, so I have a lot of that flicker in my hand. So as you let the ball or really your hand go, just also flicker it and just get some more torque out of that. But serve was great. Josh played amazing, but that serve came in. It was clutch, so it was what got us.
At 11-all, seemed like the strategy changed just a little bit. You guys got just a little more careful. Unforced errors finished it out. Did you actually make a change there, or were we just noticing that?
We were just trying to go to the middle, literally trying to go to the middle and make the mistakes. So that was our strategy after 11. We made a lot of unforced errors at the beginning, but hopefully overcame that and got the bronze. So it was a good match. So,
well, the wonderful thing about the middle is you can miss left or miss right and it's still in. When you're going down the line, you only got one way to miss, So for our audience, Reinhardt, tell me a little bit about, do you practice this serve a lot, or did you practice to develop it a lot?
It's a little bit of both. As you know, we got a chance to play together at some point in time, and it really is just, number one, you got to practice it. You got to go out there and just see where you can place the ball, and just kind of in your mind tell yourself, like, I want to place it here or there, and then just play up, right? Play against players that are better than you, and just learn to place it where they can't get it. Put that torque in. It's all about that spin and the power all at once. But I'd say it's a little bit of both. Go out there and just practice a little bit, whether it's a machine or you just have a few balls and just in your mind say, I'm going to place it there, place it here. Because that's what I was trying to do. I don't know if you saw it, but I pause a little and I see where they're placing themselves, and then I know exactly, okay, I can go long left or short right, and just kind of in my mind just figure out where I want to go.
Gotcha. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Josh Reinhardt. 15-12 win, bronze medal. Coming up next, the gold medal. So hopefully it's even better than that match. We'll have that after the break. Welcome back to the Pavilion of Pickleball, Volley for Hope, presented by Second Harvest. We got a gold medal match between Jason Burrill, Chris Carpenter versus Mike Lucas and Chris Tabling. Should be a good one. We're ready to get underway here. And Pop, you said you think you know who's going to win this one.
Well, we've got Chris and Jason. They went undefeated in the round robin, so it's going to be a little uphill for Mike and Chris.
Here we go. Ooh.
But that's a good start for them. It's a game of unforced errors. We'll see what's going to happen. Mike Lucas serving.
We're thinking here.
Yeah, they're playing the patience game right now. Everybody's just trying to feel out their opposition.
Great crossboard there.
You're seeing some smart, patient play right now. A couple of let chords changes your timing.
You were telling me when we were in the bronze medal match, it's interesting that the bronze medal was some of the younger guys, and then the gold medal match is a little bit of the older guys. Strategy playing a part, I'm sure.
Yeah, these guys are all over 50.
Just both at the net right now. It's incredible. Yeah, unforced error.
So they combined the 15 and over division with the 50 and over division. And it turns out that the 50 and over guys are in the top 2 seeds. Nice shot by Burrell. Got that line over there. That's that 3rd shot drop, 5th shot drop. Now for me, being an old guy, I'm kind of like, I like seeing the old guys in the finals.
I understand.
And that's the neat thing about pickleball. It's cunning as well as athleticism.
Well, we saw it yesterday when you put my butt.
Can't make those kinds of errors. That ball's got to get in.
Jason Burrell and Chris Carpenter up 2-0 right now.
Chris has a nice backhand, but he'll dump that in the net every once in a while. But he can speed the ball up over there with a flick.
Oh, miscommunication right down the middle.
That's right. That was a miscommunication. You got to talk. Me, you.
Forehand. Should have probably taken that one.
Forehand should have taken that.
Which was Chris Carpenter who should have taken. 0-2-1 right now. Right down the line.
That's a nice shot there by Chris Tabling. He had some top spin on it, pulled the ball down. Burrell let it go, thinking it was going to float long.
There's a replay of it. You can just watch it. Here comes the strike. Boom. Top spin to the back line.
Mike Lucas likes that two-handed backhand down the line. Didn't work that time.
You see that typically from tennis players, the two-handed backhand, or?
Oh, that's going to go. No, it dropped in. Now, Burrell did what's called a scorpion there. He kind of got down and flicked that wrist there. We got a good start, 2-1. This next shot on the replay, scorpion. Oh, nice overhead backhand by Lucas. Way to go. They're feeling each other out right now, even though they did play earlier. That ball was short, hit the line.
That's a fault, and that's, you don't get 2 faults in pickleball.
Nope, just one. Tabling serving.
Oh, unforced there.
In the round robin, Lucas and Tabling went 3-2. Burrell and Carpenter went 5-0. So
including a win against you.
Yes, but we were able to get a win against the Tabling and Lucas. I think they were still asleep. We played them the first round this morning.
Was that inside or outside?
No, that was inside.
That was inside. It's nice.
Okay. Still a lot of feeling out going on, not a lot of scoring yet.
Not at all.
But remember, it's easier to win the rallies receiving than it is serving.
Got to get a body shot there. Ooh.
Now what you're seeing is Carpenter and Burrell have decided to turn up the pace a little bit. You see that point? They get 4 or 5 harder shots rather than just getting them in.
Very loopy serve there.
Lob serve. Sometimes people will try to overhit that serve. We use that lob serve a good bit, particularly against tennis players. They'll see a watermelon coming in there, they'll overhit.
Their eyes get massive and they try to spike it, but
they'll hit it long.
One to the net. Oh,
nice.
What a return.
Nice.
Right into the body.
They'll hit it long, particularly if you get that lob serve deep and make them go back on their back foot. Tough shot, tough shot. All right. Jason and Chris are putting a little space in here now. We need some points out of Tabling and Lucas.
They're on serve right now.
Yep.
But did not take advantage of that first serve, so now we're on second serve.
That serve was coming right at us. Did you see it kick? Did you see the pop on that serve?
Oh. Right down the middle. No point scored. So now it's 4-1-1. Jason Burrill and Chris Carpenter on serve.
Gold medal match.
Jason Burrill with the first serve. That's short.
Took his eye off it, I think. You could hear it. You hear the paddle when you don't hit it on center.
It's not so much a pop noise as much. Oh.
Oh, my.
Gets the point, though.
It does.
They said, my bad, which is a form of an apology.
Yeah, usually you have that insincere I'm sorry in that. Nice third shot drop.
And another point. So it should be 6-1.
I think it's 6-1. Yeah.
Yep, 6-1-2. Ooh, right on the back line there. That'll set up this. Damn. There it is.
Positioning. Reese, you're picking up the game.
You know, you watch it for 3 straight days, you're going to get there eventually, right?
There you go.
Hanging out with you, Pop, I learn a lot.
Oh, there you go. See that nice loopy deep return by Burrill?
Gets him to
Makes
the net.
Makes it hard.
Good rally here.
Good battle going on. Nope.
Left it short.
Yep.
So 1-6-2 now.
Got to find ways to get points, and to do that, they've got to get up to the kitchen. They're not getting to the kitchen. Watch where they're hitting all those shots. They're one step up from the baseline. They've got to get to the kitchen. They're never making it.
Lob shot. Couldn't get it up enough.
I mean, I don't have the full statistics on it, but I would say 85, 90% of the points that you play 2 up and 2 back, the 2 up win.
Takes an incredible shot to get out of that situation, usually.
Yeah, takes a super passing shot. Burrill had a nice saving wide shot there. Dropped it in the kitchen. Make them hit one more. Make them hit one more.
You get the size. Your eyes get the size of a watermelon when you see that, and then sometimes you just mishit it. Wow.
Hitting it at his feet. It's more about placement than it is about power, but some of these guys have so much power they can overwhelm you.
Jason Burrill showing a lot of excitement, motion in this one. That was a nice low shot.
And it skipped a little bit too. It didn't come up.
Oh. He did apologize, though.
Yeah,
Mike Lucas.
And it's all part of the game. It's just a wiffle ball.
Yeah.
You're not really going to hurt anybody. I do wear goggles, but
Eye protection.
you're not going to hurt anybody.
No. I'm surprised you got paddle on that, and they get a point.
You can hurt their pride, though.
Yeah.
I had my pride hurt by those young guys earlier. Right in the jaw.
Oh, we got a little rally going here.
Okay, Lucas has decided to step up the pressure a little. Did you see him come across the middle, take that forehand right across the low part of the net with as much pace as he could put on it?
We were 7-1, and now it's 7-4. We're dinking.
Yeah, they're getting careful again.
Oh, right over the middle. Out of bounds. So that was a 3-0 run. And now we switch
Mike
serves.
got what he wanted there. Just his hands were too low. He finally got it up late. Chris Tabling's an old racquetballer, and you can see that he can generate a lot of whip with that paddle with the wrist. You can see his racquetball in his backhand particularly.
7-4-2. Left short.
That's one of the wonderful things about pickleball. It attracts people from ping pong, from tennis, from badminton, from volleyball. Doesn't matter. And they all can pick up the game really quick and have fun.
But the styles are all different because they all come from different backgrounds.
Yes.
Oh. They're on a 4-0 run now.
They are. They are. Making this respectable.
Oh, did that land in?
It
I
did.
think it did.
And he says he's sorry, but that's not.
You're not sorry for that. Come on now. You'll take the point. Only down by 1. 7-6 or 6-7-1. 5-0 run. Ooh. He really apologized for that one.
Okay.
Mike Lucas with the hammer.
Now, we are seeing some changes in strategy. I don't know if it's on purpose or not, but Chris and Mike are starting to put pressure on them where they weren't putting it before.
It's working. We're tied.
Yes.
Mike Lucas serving. Back into thinking and dunking. Left it up.
He sped it up. He sped a low ball up, and Chris Carpenter was ready. Now, what you see, though, Chris and Jason have gone into a little more protective mode. They're not being as aggressive as they were.
7-7-2, a 6-0 run right now.
Good third shot drop.
Oh, right at the feet.
If Tabling's going to hit that shot, he's got to get it lower. Because he's playing right into Jason Burrell's forehand in the middle high. He's going to crush it.
Burrell and Carpenter are trying to end the run right here. We are tied at 7.
Nice second shot. Got him back. You see how you had 2 up, 2 back there?
Mm-hmm.
That was all because Tabling hit a great second shot, spin, back line.
Second serve now. Oh, right at the feet again. That's a tough shot.
That is a tough shot. He tried to short hop it, didn't quite lift it enough.
.60 run right now on serve. Mike and Chris. Wow.
Oh, nice positioning of that ball by Burrell. They're trying to get to that 8th point first so that they're ahead at the swap. Nice deep return by Burrell.
Oh, wow. Jason Burrell. We're not swapping anytime soon, it seems like.
Well, they're speeding up these kind of semi-low balls just below waist high, and the retort to that is winning the point.
Chris Carpenter on serve, 7-7-1. Oh, my word. A little curve, and then a little kiss on the line, and then the point. Now we swap.
He hooked that ball in. You had Lucas leaning to the middle just a little bit there, figuring he was going to go back cross-court tabling.
Is it natural to lean more toward the middle? Because you usually see people try to hit shots toward the middle.
Yeah, you see, you want to own the middle. And also, the net is 36 inches at the side, 34 inches at the middle.
I did not know that.
So it is a higher percentage shot to hit the ball cross-court than it is to hit the ball down the line.
That makes sense.
And so if you watch them, statistically, you know, you're probably 75% are going cross-court, 25% down the line.
Just to go over the shorter part of the net, typically, is what you're thinking.
Yes, and to get back at the guy, you always serve cross-court. And so you're going back at the guy who's moving in rather than the guy that's stationary standing there.
That makes sense.
So it's a little bit of a surprise when you go down the line. And if you hit a really good shot, boom, you got an idea there, win the point.
Little strategizing going on right now. It is currently 8-7. Jason Burrill and Chris Carpenter in the lead after that nice shot down the line.
We got a good match here. When it was 7-1, I was going, uh-oh.
Got out of hand quickly.
But I'm telling you, Mike and Chris are they're seasoned players. They're smart players. And but they're also old guys, you know, and they've been playing pickleball now for about 4.5 hours. We'll see how their legs hold up.
Fatigue is setting in. Oh, what a shot and what a return. Oh, my word.
Go, Chris.
Wow.
That drop shot is one of Lucas's specialties. But I tell you what, Chris Carpenter's got the wheels. He got there.
Chris Carpenter making it happen. He tried to stay out of the kitchen there, too. You can see with that foot.
Yes.
Nice return on the backhand.
Do you hear the communications? Tabling's going to Lucas saying, go, go, meaning it's all yours. You know, I like the words me and you, but Chris likes go.
Right.
Jason Burrill with the serve.
9-7-2.
Now we got the patience coming.
Oh, it's out of bounds, so make it 10-7.
It was the right decision, though. The ball was up, and he was just trying to finish that point.
Jason Burrill and Chris Carpenter are on a 3-0 run right now.
Now, in contrast to Reinhardt, Jason doesn't ever hit a hard serve. He just puts the ball in play. There's all sorts of styles in this. Nice angle by Lucas. Placement over power there.
Kept it in bounds, too, which is very important.
Okay, Mike and Chris need to get a roll going here.
7-10-1. Mike and Chris on serve. Chris Tabling serving.
Just a little bit long.
And now it's Mike Lucas serving. Second serve now.
7-10-2.
Again, you can hear that miss hit. That's taking your eye off the ball just a little bit.
He's yelling push, push. Is he telling himself to push it more?
I think he's going, I need to swing at it a little more than I did there.
Jason and Chris on serve. Burrill with the serve. Right down the middle.
That's a beautiful two-hand roll right at that open hole between the two players. Very well done by Lucas.
Chris Carpenter. Wow.
Nice angle by Lucas. They still got some fight in them.
Man, this on the replay right here. Look at this shot. He about to just backhand, little flip of the wrist there, and wins the point. A lot of dinking and dunking. Oh. Oh. You know what you were telling me yesterday? Green, yellow, red.
Green, yellow, red.
Was that not a red? Or a yellow?
That was a yellow.
Okay, but it was near red.
Yes, but that's surprise. You know, it's kind of like all rules are made to be broken. You got to surprise every once in a while.
8-10-1.
All right.
Totally unforced. We can feel the pressure here. You see how this is a game of runs? You had like 6 in a row, then you had 3 in a row, the other team.
And now we have 2 in a row, yeah.
Lucas is really trying to take over, and Burrill is playing a little too defensively. He's playing too soft right now. Got to get that one over the net.
Now we're on second serve. Mike and Chris on a 3-0 run. Heard the U there.
Yeah, a little tough luck there. Let cord, those are hard to pick up. But we've got it knotted at 10. You got a match here, Chief.
Jason Burrill, Chris Carpenter on serve. Burrill taking first serve here.
Now you come into a game like this and you go, hey, we beat them already in the round robin. We're going to take them.
Not always the case.
Not always the case.
That was a nice second shot. That was the second shot, set that whole thing up.
It did, and you saw Chris tabling, didn't try to clobber that ball. He just put an angle on it. Made Chris Carpenter move a lot. We're knotted at 10. Good pickleball right here.
Oh. Just left it a little short. The net is your worst enemy, as you say.
The reason Chris misses those is he cuts the ball rather than pushing it over. And that cut is hard to keep low.
Long. Those are tough shots right there when you're.
Yes.
The ball is kind of behind you and trying to keep it inbounds and get it over the net.
Yeah.
Oh, that was an unforced error and a big one.
That hurts a little bit there. Yeah.
Jason Burrill and Chris Carpenter back in the lead. It is 11-10-1 right now. In this gold medal match, first to 15, win by 2.
Took it to the backhand. Third shot, dumped it in the net.
Pop, are you seeing fatigue starting to set in a little bit here too?
Maybe a little bit of tightness and nerves, okay? These guys want this.
So it's 12-10-2. Jason Burrill, Chris Carpenter on a 2-0 run right now.
Nice shot by tabling. Got the ball low on Burrill. This is an important side out here.
10-12-1.
Lucas on the serve. He's from Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Loves the Brewers.
They're hot right now. Oh. Trying to go for the drop shot there.
Yeah.
And left it short. Would have been a great shot if you got it over. Great backline serve there.
Oh, yeah.
The backline serve set that one up.
It did. It caused Burrill to come over to the middle to cover for the next shot and left just a little opening for Lucas. Great shot.
11-12-2.
Can you see how careful they're getting?
Higher percentage shots right now. Tied up.
But you can't be too careful. If you lift that, if they lift that ball waist high, he's got to try that shot. You can't just be a punching bag out there. You got to try the shot when it comes up, like boom.
That. Boom.
Yeah.
Catch him off guard a little bit too. We are tied again. Back and forth.
Wow.
Wow.
What defense. That was
saved
big.
it. And they were on the they were getting pushed farther and farther back, and that shot saved them.
They were on their heels. Well done by Carpenter there. What a match.
12-12-1. Jason Burrill on serve. Coming down to the wire.
Chris did a nice speed up, kept it low just beneath the waist. Burrill didn't quite have the hands for that one.
Oh, kept it in though. Now you're on the defense. Still on the defense. Oh, that's crazy because the easiest shot was the one that was missed.
That happens a lot, believe it or not. You take just a little breath going, oh, I got this one.
We're finally back in business. And then
you
hit it into the net. Good shot.
Nice. You see that nice fly swatter by Chris Tabling. That's that racquetball, and he can generate a lot of pace with that.
Jason Burrill and Chris Carpenter picked up a point along the way. Mike Lucas and Chris Tabling are serving 12-13-1. At his feet. Great shot.
Big point right here.
Yeah, we'd like to get a point at least. We'll give him the ball back to Jason and Chris. Oh, he just missed it.
Great hands by Chris Carpenter there. Put that ball low in the middle.
So Jason Burrill and Chris Carpenter on serve, 2 points away from winning the match. Oh, got it to the back line. And
two nice overheads by Tabling there. A forehand and a backhand. Nice.
Smart play to get him back there. Yep.
Oh, what an angle. Well, it's coming down to the wire, Reese.
Points are at a premium right now. Not a lot of scoring points.
That's that advantage to the receiving team.
Seems like that next point is going to be extremely important pop.
Yep.
Because it either ties the match or puts Jason and Chris in a position to win it. So, stating the obvious, obviously, over here. They got one.
Got one. 13 all.
Remember, you have to win by 2.
This is just so much fun. This is pickleball at its best.
First to 15, but win by 2. Mike and Chris on serve. Right down the middle, and that's a point.
That is a point, and that is a really nice take there by Lucas.
This is incredible. Mike Lucas, Chris Tabling on serve for the win.
Lucas is a competitor, let me tell you.
That might have just won it. Nope.
Nope.
It did.
That did.
Diving play. Could not get to it. Jason Burrill.
That is an upset, realizing that they were undefeated in the round robin.
Mike Lucas, Chris Tabling pick up the win 15-13. The men wearing the hats get the win. What an incredible match, gold medal match. Once again, Mike Lucas, Chris Tabling win 15-13 over Jason Burrill and Chris Carpenter. We'll have Mike and Chris after a quick break. Welcome to the Pavilion of Pickleball, the Volley for Hope, presented by Second Harvest. We just watched an incredible match between Mike Lucas, Chris Tabling, and Jason Burrill and Chris Carpenter. Mike Lucas, Chris Tabling joining us after the 15-13 win. You guys went on a 6-0 run at one point. What changed during that point?
I think we were trying to go back to our original game plan, which was to play very soft. So at this level of pickleball, it's all about playing soft to get the shots into the dink court and then let the opportunities generate themselves.
Yeah, both those guys have great hands, and they beat us actually in the earlier part. and it was because we were trying to overpower them, and we went back to our game plan and just hitting really soft, short shots, going side to side and angled shots, and that really helped. I think whenever we got them in that situation, we hit good third shot drops, hit the corners, and then played it out from there, and that's where we got most of our points off of. We started doing that well.
You're behind 7-1, and it looked like all of a sudden you really started getting patient on things, and you started coming back a little bit at a time, but you got 7 in a row there. I think that was a turning point for you.
You're absolutely right, Lee. You know, we kept hearing heckles from the crowd over here, going back to the game plan, go back to the game plan. So that's essentially what we did, and it paid dividends for us.
Gotcha. Both you guys are instructors at the Pavilion of Pickleball.
We are.
Does that help your game a little bit because you're on court a lot, helping others learn the game and also get rid of those unforced errors?
It does. We hit lots of dink shots for all sorts of rated people here. Mike does more than I do, but I'll let him make the...
No, you're exactly right. I always joke. I say I dink 6 hours a day, so no one should be able to out-dink me when it comes to playing. But we got into our game, and when we ran on that run, I think we were hitting really good third shot drops into their feet and causing them and made us be able to be more aggressive than we early were able to.
Well, that was really high-level pickleball. That's about as high a level as you get around here in Knoxville. What I also noticed about midway through, after y'all made that run and you swapped sides, it's 8-7, the game's tight. Then, Mike, you started to do a little poaching, some shake and bake is what they call it. And I think that they went a little bit back to being safe. They were thinking, okay, we're going to have to play the high percentage game. You made them change their game. Did you all see that happening? Or I sure did.
I think it was once our third shot drops were going in, it allows you to be more aggressive, and I definitely tried to do that. I started poaching a little bit more and cutting in front of them. And getting my shot opportunities. And Chris, he's got that great backhand, and he's able to do the same thing. So that really helped us out. It all came, I think, was our third shot drops are really what set us aside at the end of that match. So,
Mike, Chris, congratulations. 15-13 win in the gold medal match. And I do have to mention it before Pop signs off here. He beat them in the round robin. So technically Pop is the true champion today.
It's the only win we got. They were just taking it easy on us.
Yes.
Right. We know who butters our bread.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, guys. Congratulations. We're going to send it to break and wrap things up after this. Welcome back to the Pavilion of Pickleball for the Volley for Hope, presented by Second Harvest. I'm joined by a Second Harvest member, Michael Toronto. Michael, you've been here the whole tournament. That last match,
oh my gosh, you guys, you called it well. They played well. I love the sweat. I love the energy and the enthusiasm by both sides. It was incredible.
Speaking of the sweat, I shook their hands after the interview, and now I'm just
I was dripping, actually.
It was incredible.
That's how intense this sport is.
But, Michael, let's get to Second Harvest. To be a part of this, I know we've mentioned it 2 days before, but to be a part of this, how important is that for a program like Second Harvest?
This kind of activity allows us to engage with parts of the community that allow us to keep funding everything that we do. Your food bank covers 18 counties and supplies food and nourishment to more than 213,000 people that are food insecure in East Tennessee. Activities like this help us with more awareness and funding to keep those shelves full and the plates on the tables full.
Speaking of funding, how much was raised due to this tournament?
I'm afraid I don't know the answer to that yet. We're still counting up some of this stuff, but 218 registered players, I think, gets us further towards our goal than we were before. That's for sure. I think this is our biggest tournament so far.
That's incredible.
Yes.
And also to have it live broadcast.
I know. Isn't that incredible?
For you, how awesome is it that you get your name out there on WATE and on this app? And
it's awesome for me to meet you, actually,
thank
and
you.
to see Lee
kind.
and you, the two of you actually speak and talk to each other. It's like y'all been working together for years. I'm just so glad it happened during our tournament.
I have to give all credit to Lee. He left, but I have to give all credit to Lee. Well, thank you so much, Michael.
Appreciate it.
It's been an incredible tournament. Thank you for all those who are tuning in. If you want to watch back the last 2 days, remember you can tune in and go to our WATE Plus app. It will all be on there recorded, so the players can watch it, of course, too, because they're going to obviously watch it back, Michael.
Yes.
Thanks for watching. It's been a good time for Pop, Michael, me. Thanks again. I'm sure we're going to do more of these in the future. Have a good one.